Good morning, dear parishioners. It is the weekend of September the 11th. We are launching into the fall, and it's going to be exciting. I'm thrilled. Looking forward to seeing you. This weekend, we bless the children with their school bags, as we do every year. We will not have the corn roast the way we have done in the past. COVID has changed a few things for us, and as you know, we had two big celebrations there. The Sugar Shack and the spaghetti celebration we had just recently. So we'll do something closer to Christmas there, and we'll keep informed about that. But for this time, we're going to have coffee and biscuits. We're going to have some booths, so don't plan to rush off after Mass. There'll be some booths right around the side chapel there, and which will be explaining some of the programs you could be involved in. There'll be one booth just for those who want to be involved, but they don't know what yet, so we'll call it a discipleship booth. But there'll be also a booth for the EFATA teenagers. There'll be one for the catechism programs. There'll be one for the RCIA, adults who'd like to get to know their faith better or who would like to be baptized, and a few other booths like that, liturgy and so on. So don't rush out. Come take the time to have a coffee. I meet a few people. I know that people are sometimes concerned about COVID, but I think at this point we've got our vaccinations, and it's time to be more fraternal. We can't remain paralyzed and fearful the rest of our days. So this weekend we bless the students, university students, CJEP students, elementary school students, the teachers, principals, those who help out the schools, because education is an invaluable gift. It's something that Christians from the early times recognized as absolutely essential to developing human virtue and good character. Education is not just about filling empty vases with information, teaching children some elements of mathematics and some historical facts. That's not what education is at all. The goal of the education is to teach us to be capable of the art of conversation. That's what it is. Conversation is the fruit of a good education. In other words, somebody who's read widely, who's familiar with history, geography, understands a little bit about politics, is familiar with poetry and music and art and painting, sculpture, and has read a little bit widely, is someone much more interesting than an individual who knows nothing about anything except the one thing they know. That's not an educated person. And education creates the possibility of social harmony and democracy. Because when people have got formation and an ability to be critical, to think more carefully, to not accept quick answers, but to think carefully about things, it creates the possibility of harmony. Because when people do not think critically, have not got a good education, they tend to become rigid. And we know, you and I know, just looking at the newspapers and seeing various countries and situations where rigidity of thinking and narrowness of mind has been so destructive. And so education and Christian education go hand in hand, both an understanding about the greatness of life and an ability to have a conversation, but rooted in a humble connectedness with the Lord, makes us hopefully better citizens. So that's why we're blessing our children and blessing their school bags and blessing our university students, that they may be abundantly encouraged in their growth as people, young people. Just a few other things to mention to you. We have a new priest who will be working with us. It came as a gift to us just in the month of August. We found out that Father Hervé was coming to join us just for 1 year. It's a huge relief for the staff here and for me that Father Hervé Abou Yepie from Côte d'Ivoire will be joining us for the year. And so you'll see him around. I encourage you to be friendly with him, to invite him to your house, to have him bless your home, bring him to a restaurant, have a cup of coffee with him, just because he's a wonderful guy to get to know. I've gotten to know him a bit, and he's really a lovely fellow. So please do not be afraid to invite him. And lastly, we're looking, as you know, for a full-time worker in the parish for a position called Catholic Pastoral Action. We're looking for somebody who's got an ability to coordinate and mobilize our Catholics in the service of the society and of the community as concerns social justice and charity. So in other words, he'll be trying to mobilize parishioners in the service of those who are hungry, those who are finding the inflation problems too difficult and can't provide meals for themselves. It's also somebody who will be mobilizing and making present the Catholic presence in our culture. You know, there's a tendency for synagogues and Catholic churches and mosques to be kind of focused on themselves and their activities and their marriages and their religious activities. And they seem to be kind of indifferent to the social environment. And so this person will be on the table de concertation du West Island. That means she or he will be on the table of the West Island table of discussion. If there's any concerns in Kirkland, Pierrefonds, Roxborough, we want to make sure that Catholics are present and visible and not just closed in on themselves. So Catholic Pastoral Action, social justice is the position. Look at the diocese, side of the diocese or the parish here, and please make an application if you're interested or you know somebody who might be interested. The application deadline is the 16th of September, because we've been advertising this for quite some time now, and hope that the Lord gives us the right kind of individual for this position. So have a great weekend, everybody. Be blessed in the Lord. It's going to be a great fall. It's an exciting time for us to connect with the Lord and to connect with each other. And we will be starting the new Alpha program shortly. If you know anybody in your family, in your environment, who doesn't really know the Lord yet, this is the time to accompany them into the Alpha program so they can become part of our living community. Great weekend, everybody. God bless you.